Now, the good news for the Cowboys is they're going to get the 2 seed, which who could have ever saw that coming? Who could have ever? Oh, yeah, I did. You know why I did? Because I picked the Philadelphia Eagles to lose to the Arizona Cardinals on Friday. It was my upset of the week. Now, why would I possibly, like Bryson, how could you have seen that coming? 3-win Cardinals going into Philadelphia, tough place to play road games. Go into Philadelphia and win after they just got shellacked by the Bears, who are playing pretty well right now, but still the Bears. This is this simple. It is this freaking simple. Philadelphia's defense is nothing short of atrocious. And I have been saying this since week bleeping 1. Every quarterback, every quarterback, with the exceptions of like Tua, who didn't play that well against Philadelphia. There's some outliers in there. By and large, it doesn't matter if you're a superstar quarterback like Dak Prescott or if you are a terrible quarterback like Mac Jones. It is come one, come all. Anybody can cook this defense. Mac Jones in week 1. Kirk Cousins in week 2. Sam Howell twice. Zach Wilson looked decent against the Eagles defense. Actually won a game against Philadelphia. Dak Prescott twice. Josh Allen cooked this defense, as did Brock Purdy, as did Drew Lock on that last drive, as did Tyrod Taylor in spurts, as did Kyler Murray from start to finish. Philadelphia had a 98-yard pick six. They had a 15-point halftime lead. You know why they couldn't hold it? Because their defense is bad. It's bad. I don't know why people will not come to this realization. It's why I said last week in Philadelphia, the Philadelphians, they did not like it. Oh, they didn't like it. What are you talking about? Do you even watch the games? You're just an emotional Eagles hater. No, I watch the games. Pretty closely, actually. And among the contenders in the NFC, Philly ain't one of them. Niners are the favorites. We all agree on that. I think Dallas is second. I think Detroit can beat Philadelphia. I think Tampa Bay, even despite yesterday, can beat Philadelphia. I think Seattle can beat Philadelphia because they literally just did with their backup quarterback. I think the Rams can throttle Philadelphia. Heck, these days, I wouldn't pick them, but who's to say Green Bay couldn't beat Philadelphia the way they're playing offensively? And again, everything that I've said about the Eagles over the last few weeks. Last week, I got crap. How could they be number 10? They won. How could they be number 10 on your top 10 list? For the very reasons, the reason they lost that game yesterday was the very reason I had them in at number 10. And spoiler alert for Wednesday, they ain't going to be in the top 10. That is not a contender. Philadelphia, I absolutely love their offensive personnel. I love it. Listen, people are going to give Jalen Hurts crap. I'll give him the injury pass. He is clearly injured. I will get Hurts the injury pass here. What he's doing clearly hurts. Philadelphia probably should have sat him a long time ago. They did not. They're probably reaping the repercussions of that. But Jalen is, given the circumstances, I think has had an okay season. Okay? The offensive line for Philadelphia, amazing. The running game for Philadelphia, not great yesterday, good in general. A.J. Brown's really good. Devontae Smith, who, by the way, got hurt, so there's a weapon gone for Philadelphia potentially. Devontae Smith is an excellent number 2. Dallas Goedert's an excellent tight end. Eagles might have the best offensive line in the league. I absolutely love their offensive personnel. Do they miss Shane Steichen? Yes. But by and large, that's a really, 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 really good offense that can score on the best of them. But any team in the NFL can score on them too. Philadelphia this year. This isn't in some stretch. This isn't in the last month. This is the whole season in totality. They're 10th worst in yards allowed, 4th worst scoring defense in the NFL, 5th worst pass defense. In other words, in order for the Eagles to win playoff games, they're going to have to score 30, maybe 40 some games. Crap, they scored 31, got a pick 6, and still lost. And by the way, Arizona and Kyler, by the way, shout out Kyler Murray. I've been skeptical about him for a long time. Kyler, in the time he's had back from injury, has played pretty darn well this season, was amazing yesterday. Kyler Murray, if we can look at his stats, just went up and down the field on him. 25-31, 232 yards passing. 232 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, QBR 0-100 of 84, and a pass rating of 116. So Kyler was excellent. But here's where let's look at this, okay? Excluding the end of the half, when the Cardinals basically didn't have any chance to score, there wasn't that much time on the clock. Excluding the end of the half, here's where all the Cardinals drives ended, folks, including the pick 6. First drive, they ended at the Philadelphia 10 field goal. Next drive ended at the 24, Philadelphia 24. That was the pick 6. Next drive ended at the Philadelphia 16, into the half. The next drive, touchdown. Next drive, touchdown. Next drive, touchdown. Next drive, touchdown. Reason the Cardinals were down 15 at halftime, they were just beating themselves. They couldn't cash in the red zone. They had the pick 6. I mean, I remember watching that game. It's 21-6. I'm like, I think Arizona's going to win. I swear to you. Like, I think the Cardinals are going to come back. Eagles haven't stopped them yet. Eventually, the Eagles' offense is going to cool off a little bit. Again, I asked the question now that I asked last week and the week before that. What do the Eagles do great? Brotherly shove? Heck, they got stopped on that yesterday. Now they got it on 4th down the next play. They got stopped on a brotherly shove. Even the thing they do great, they couldn't execute well, at least on their first go at it. O-line's great, but I'm saying, what do they do great? They're a good running team. They're a good passing team. That could be great if Hurts was injured. They're awful defensively. Now, special teams, you could say they do special teams great because Jake Elliott is a darn good kicker. Heck, these days, are they terribly well coached? Because if there's anything that I know, it's that, listen, the season, there's going to be ebbs, there's going to be flows, you're going to be up, you're going to be down. That's called football, that's called sports. It's a long year, you're going to have up and down stretches. You're going to deal with adversity. But when you have Nick Sirianni with those weird press conferences talking about how Jalen in that game against Seattle was trying to draw a pass interference when there was plenty of time left in the game. He didn't have to draw a pass interference. When Jalen Hurts says after that game, I don't like our commitment level. We have Devontae Smith last week saying we're not playing well, and Devontae Smith unfortunately went down in that game yesterday. A.J. Brown won't talk to the media, but he will talk to idiots. I should say idiots. Talk to nobodies on social media. You replaced a defensive coordinator midseason and thought we wouldn't notice. What do the Eagles do great? This, I don't care what anybody says. That is not a championship contender. It's not. You cannot, to me, you cannot win the Super Bowl or even go on an extended playoff run if there is an aspect of what you do in all three phases, offense, defense, special teams. If there's a phase that you do terribly. Well, for Philadelphia, it's not, well, middle of the defense. Like, back end, there's concerns. We don't love their safeties. It's everybody. Now the defensive line, which was the strength of that defense, is dealing with injuries. Jordan Davis went down yesterday. They are collapsing. They are imploding before our very eyes. Niners are better. We saw that. Dallas better. We saw that too. Detroit's better defensively and way better offensively and better coach for that matter. Tampa Bay's better, been playing better, and Baker's been one of the better quarterbacks this year, yesterday notwithstanding. Seattle's better. We saw it. The Rams are better. Rams have been one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team of the last month and a half. What do the Eagles do well? But I'm the emotional Eagles hater, Philadelphia. Okay. Enjoy your cheesesteak. Thanks so much for watching the show on YouTube, and be sure to go click that big red subscribe button and check out the other clips and full shows from Carving It Up Live, as well as our other incredible content creators here on the Grid Network.